Hello, welcome to episode 72 of the Keep Tappin X Podcast. It is June 22nd.
I was going to remind you to say the date, but I didn't have to.
I know, I got it.
All right, good.
It's 2018. How you doing, David?
I'm not doing too bad. It's our first podcast after the whole E3.
I was going to say, post
craziness.
E3.
Yeah.
That's right. I haven't had my pizza yet.
How are you feeling? With all this game news in the ether and all these
There's a lot
releases.
of good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm also excited because I've been playing a bunch of games, different games, and I got a Switch.
Yeah, I was watching you play Mario Odyssey earlier. Mm-hmm.
Beat Mario Odyssey with you there.
Yep.
So I'll talk about that soon.
Yeah, hot takes.
Yeah. But you're doing good?
Yeah,
You started a job?
I did. I'm tired.
How's your job?
It's tiring.
Mm-hmm.
Long days.
You're CEO of CVS now, right?
Yeah, yep. I'm the CEO of CVS.
I don't know why you're doing this. But...
Long hours. I haven't gotten much time to play many games, but you're making up for that because you got a Switch. So
yeah, sure. It's all on me now.
Yeah.
No, I've been pretty bad. I was streaming like consistently for a while.
Yep.
Like I streamed Thursday, Friday, and then Monday.
Yep.
And then Tuesday it just all fell apart.
That's fine. I mean, I still need to fix my setup, so.
Yeah, I should just like come over one day.
Yeah,
and,
just
bang that out.
Come out like I get out of work at like 7, so just come over after.
Yeah,
or on a weekend. But
anyway,
whatever. We'll do that.
Who
later.
cares?
Yeah.
So, hope you're all doing super well today.
Yeah.
I highly recommend go checking out our E3 stuff. The channel hasn't had a lot of videos lately, only because we've been busy.
Yes.
I'm in a new place.
Mm-hmm.
Finally settled in. And then David started a new job, so we're just getting our schedules.
Yeah.
Situated there.
We'll be back up and at 'em soon.
Yeah, we'll be back up. Maybe we'll continue Undertale. Maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. We'll see. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Tell us what you want to see. That'd be great, guys.
Support us, please.
So let's go right into what we've been playing this week.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go first because What?
Question of the day.
Yes.
Or the week.
Uh-huh.
Question of the week. What genre do you think is going to be the next big thing? I used air quotes.
So like the next battle royale.
Mm-hmm. So there's always that, MOBAs were really big.
Yeah.
And then we got the battle royales.
Yeah.
We had card games were huge.
Do you think the like battle arena style of Overwatch ever became a thing, or do you think it was just Overwatch?
Well, okay, yeah. So I think maybe it's not the biggest thing, but it was like a really even now it's like a growing trend where it's the what do they call it? Character class first person shooter or something like that. Yeah. Class like character based. You had it with what? Paladins. Yeah. Battle Right? That was the name of it, right? Yeah, Battle Right. Rip.
That's true. I guess it was a few.
Yeah, and they all came out around the same time because Overwatch, which is kind of strange.
Yeah. All right. So what do I think is going to be the next one?
Yeah. What's the next big thing?
Oh, that's tough. It's hard to say without because usually one game pioneers it, and then it just becomes a thing. Oh, yep. Like I know the idea of a battle royale was a thing before, but like PUBG kind of started the whole thing, and like with MOBAs, League started it.
Yeah,
or
Dota,
and
then you have like DayZ.
Yeah.
The H1Z1. Remember that game?
Yep. So what's the next one?
The next big thing, I'm calling it right here.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Just
coming back.
Just the game Pac-Man.
Different variations of Pac-Man. You got like third-person action-adventure Pac-Man. People are going to love it. Yep. Nintendo's going to be behind it. Great.
Yep.
Bring it back. The character's back. You got FPS Pac-Man.
Yep.
It's for the adults. It's gritty. It's got... Their ghosts are like the ghosts of your pasts.
Oh, man.
Pac-Man had a family, and they died because of a god named Berries. So he has to go on a redemption to find Banbora's bots to grow and destroy.
You put a lot of thought into this, didn't you?
I gathered a team of writers. It's called Pack of War.
Pack of War. Yeah, I like it.
Pack of Man.
Call Hollywood. Call Hollywood. But I think I have an answer. I think it's going to be I don't even know what I would call it. A party-based, like, I want to say like tower climbing game, but that doesn't like put it into perspective. So put it like, think Sword Art Online, because that's an easy example to give, where the tower was like level 1 of the tower, level 2 of it, level 3 of it. And a game where you and a group of like 4 or 5 people could like ascend that tower within an hour or two and get to the top. And if you all die, you start the game over.
I think the problem with that is it has an end goal.
That's true.
None of these games, like MOBAs, anything like that, have any sort of end.
And they're all PvP.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think that's the trend. It has to be PvP.
Yeah.
Choose your own adventure books. Those are the next big.
I would love that.
You know, there's a Lone Wolf video. I'm sorry. Do you know what Lone Wolf is?
I don't.
It was a very popular, like, it was like pioneer of like the classic fantasy choose your own adventures. And Corey and I used to play them all the time.
Okay.
It's like pen and paper, old school style.
Yeah.
Where you play as essentially a monk who his entire clan like died and whatnot. So you go on these adventures. Like you get the summer sword, which is like his weapon of choice. It's like the sun in a sword. It's great. It was a huge series, and apparently it has a video game on the Switch.
What?
Where it's a like turn-based combat with all of like the like decisions of a choose your own adventure. And apparently that the writer was like helping with the story and stuff. So I really want to try it out, but like, I think it's like a $15 title or something.
Oh, okay.
And like it's not advertised at all, so like might not be good.
Yeah, might want to look stuff up on it before.
Yeah, if anybody knows if that game, the Lone Wolf game on the Switch, is any good, please tell me, because those books are awesome. Yeah, I would love to like do something on the channel with like choose your own adventure.
That would be amazing.
Things. I wonder how we can make that work.
There has to be some like games.
We found them on like PDF.
Oh, really?
So we had the PDF open. Like, I think it was even before like PDF. So I don't know. This is like a long time ago. We had them open on his screen, and then we had like a notebook in front of us, and like, I think they had like mini character sheets or something.
What if we
like
just
that.
do like text adventures? What if we just record our browser window and play text adventures?
We did. It's called
Stories Untold.
Thank you.
That game was awesome.
Yeah, that game was amazing. Anyway, yeah, that's not the big thing. So. I mean, I think it all comes down to who knows.
Who knows? Yeah.
Nobody knows what the next big thing is going to be.
What if there's like that tower climbing idea? It's PvE, but against another team, and you have to race.
Wait. Oh, yeah. That could work. What? So, like, Battle Royale is like Hunger Games. Yeah. So, what's like the biggest movie right now? Infinity War?
But Thanos was already in Fortnite.
No! God damn it. They beat...
Superheroes are a big thing.
Yeah, this is when Square Enix Avengers game comes back, and it's a make your own. Do you remember
if that
City
game...
of Heroes?
Yeah.
When I first got my PC, when I was like in the womb. Yep. I got it. This is how you know. I got it at Circuit City.
Oh my god.
And
even I was young then.
And I got City of Villains, which was
I remember that,
the expansion of City of Heroes. Yeah. Not knowing, I didn't know anything about computer games. Yep. So I got the computer, tried to install City of Villains, and it just didn't work. Yeah. And I was so bummed because like little Colby wanted to play that game. Yeah. Like, he like had the box and like read all the stuff in it of just like you can make your own layer and stuff. And I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. Never got to play it.
Oh, that sucks.
Never played it.
We should play it on the channel.
It doesn't exist anymore.
I don't think it exists anymore.
There is a good superhero MMO. I think it's a DC
Universe Online.
Yeah.
I played it for a bit.
I liked it. Yeah. I liked it because of the character creation was really cool.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. It's a bit dated now, but
it is. But it was like really cool to select your like movement power, so that I could fly, or there's one with like acrobatics, which is like you can run along walls and stuff, and like double jump and like super speed.
Can you imagine if they made, how they make like D&D style games like Pillars of Eternity and stuff?
Yeah, it's like isometric.
What if they made one based on Mutants and Masterminds?
Oh, where you were all superheroes. Oh,
man. Or it would probably be a single character instead of a party based thing. Because if you had like a speedster going off and like it would split the party all the time, and like
that's true.
I don't know if it would work with a party based thing.
That would be tough to work with.
Yeah,
but it'd be fun. Oh man, I would if any devs want to get on that.
For real,
dope.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, what games have we been playing this week?
Overwatch. That's pretty much it.
That's it. Also, by the way, you can answer in the comments section of whatever you're watching.
Yeah.
See what genre do you think is going to be big?
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Man, have I played anything besides Overwatch? Oh, I have. So about a month ago, I signed up for the new Shin Megami Tensei mobile game.
Oh.
Because they had like a beta, a closed beta, and I got in.
Oh.
And I've been playing it.
How is it?
Weird.
Oh.
It's the combat is the best part of it. Wow. So the story is like it's okay, but it's a mobile game, a free mobile game, so it's whatever. The combat is Persona. So if you have played the Persona titles, the combat plays exactly like that, and it's even stylized.
Really? Like
and
Persona?
Yeah, and it's cool. Except you have like a party of demons, as they call it in this game, because it's based off the Devil Summoner series, like side story. And that's awesome. And all like the characters from Persona, like the monsters from Persona, are all there.
Oh, okay.
But it's a gacha game.
Oh no!
Yep.
So time to like farm forever for that 5-star Thanatos or whatever.
So different characters, like say like the one they started off with is Pixie, who's in all the games. She can't like grow in star rating, but the Pixie herself is like a 1-star monster. And then like, you know, the better ones will be higher star monsters. Right. And you have to like open orbs to get like the things, and it's just like, it's a gacha game.
Can't stand it.
So like I was like, yo, this combat's sweet, and then it's like, now you get to unlock one of these things with your currency, and it's a 3-star thing. I was like, oh.
Do you have energy?
You do.
Yeah.
But it can go over the maximum if you just wait long enough, so like that's fine. But like you have energy.
That's how they get you at first, though.
Yeah.
They'll give you less boosts as you go.
Yep. So I've just been playing more Marvel Strike Force. Because I can't stop playing that game.
Done. You haven't spent any money on it, though,
No,
right?
I've never spent money.
Good.
But Doctor Strange just became like a thing you can get in the orbs, which is cool.
I finally got to see Iron Man in the events, and there's no way I could ever get him ever.
There's no way I can ever get him ever.
Yeah.
It's impossible. But anyway, yeah, that's all I've been playing besides Overwatch, and I've been playing that for like an hour when I go home from work, and that's it.
You been enjoying it?
Yeah, I mean, it's still fun.
Yeah.
I don't really play competitive, so I'm just kind of playing for fun. Yeah, that's it.
Fine.
Yep. What about you?
I've been playing a bunch of stuff. I got, over the couple weeks, it's been a little while, I got into Destiny 2.
Yeah, I heard.
Free in the Humble Bundle monthly.
Yes.
So I was like, yo, I'm gonna, might as well give it a shot. It's Destiny 2.
Yeah.
So, and I never played the first one or anything, so I've been streaming it every time I play. And I've been having people help me, which is pretty cool. People will come in and be like, well, first person came in was just like, Destiny stream sucks. Why are you playing it? And I was like, and
a lot of people don't like Destiny 2.
Yeah, but I had a lot of people who did like it. Yeah, like bit into it and like were like, hey, do you want to play? Like, I'll help you out, run you through stuff.
Nice.
Like, oh, thanks. Man, how do you describe Destiny 2? It's fun.
Yeah, I feel like most people know how Destiny plays nowadays.
I mean, I'm getting like Borderlands vibes from it.
Yeah.
To where the only reason I'm like playing is because the weapons are so cool.
Yeah.
So every time I pick up a new weapon, I get a little excited because it's so different.
Yeah.
Like every weapon I've picked up is like different in some way. Like whether it be a wholly different type of weapon or the same kind of weapon, but it just looks different and like feels different.
Yeah.
Man, they put a lot of effort into the gunplay in that.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that's the most important part.
Oh yeah. I was seeing the blessings of that. Of the combat in that game. It is very satisfying.
Yeah.
I picked the Warlock class, which is like the mage.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
three classes, the Titan, the Hunter, and the Warlock, and you can kind of tell from their names what each one does.
Yeah.
The Warlock's great. Everyone has 3 subclasses. I haven't unlocked my 3rd one yet. But the first subclass you get, you build up like an ultimate meter. But just by killing stuff and whatnot. And this subclass, like you just start off with it. I love it. You grow like flaming wings, and you just wield a flaming sword, and you just become a melee class.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, every time you swipe with your sword, like a fiery streak of energy just like explodes.
Oh, that's cool.
And you're like, you can fly like even more, and like
that's awesome.
It's great. And then the second subclass, I don't really like the ultimate, but it's really good. Where you just like charge up a giant void blast and you just throw it, and it just
okay.
So. And I have the quest for the 3rd class. I just haven't done it yet.
So do you like switch those on the fly or like?
No, you can.
Yeah.
Not in battle, but like out of battle, you just switch between them.
Yeah.
And there's not really much differences between them. I mean, there's like different abilities, like because you always have like a grenade ability. You can always glide, and you always have like a melee attack, and then you also have like a bubble that heals you.
Yeah.
And you can change the properties of those depending on your subclass.
Okay.
Like there's one that I thought was gonna be really cool, and it was really disappointing. Where in the Void subclass, you can teleport instead of flying. Yeah. So you just warp. Yeah. But you only go like 2 feet. Like,
that's lame.
I'm like, am I doing this wrong? But
it's like a kind of like a blink instead of a teleport.
The story is like interesting. It's fine. I don't know anything. They're just like, the traveler is under attack. We lost all of our abilities, and I'm just like,
what?
I don't know what's going on, but I guess I'm not immortal anymore. I was immortal. Wait, but I am. I don't know.
Sure. Whatever the story was.
The bad guy looks just like Alarak from StarCraft 2.
Yep.
Like to a T, like a fatter version of him. So that's kind of weirded me out.
So I played Destiny 2 for like an hour.
That's right. You played the tutorial mission, right?
Yeah. And it was fine. I mean, the gunplay, like you said, was good. The abilities, I was like, do these change ever? But like
the scenery is nice, but then you realize it's kind of like samey.
Yeah.
I'm not really impressed with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun though, and I think that's what matters the most. Is I'm having fun with it.
Yeah.
And as soon as I'm done with the story, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't really have a desire to play any more of Destiny.
Do you know how long the story is?
It doesn't seem very long because I already got essentially the 3 main characters scattered.
Yeah.
And you have to get them back, which I did already. And now we have to the enemies have a machine that just blows up the sun. So you have to do but if you destroy it, it blows up the sun still. So you have to disable it or something. And I have no idea what's going on, man.
That sounds really weird.
It's just strange. And the villain is you're generic.
Yeah.
He's just this big alien dude who's just I was poor, then I became emperor and taught everyone a lesson. Now,
Imagine if you destroyed the Death Star and then it's still fired.
Yeah.
Like that. Dun, dun, seems dun, really dun, weird.
Dun. We did.
Perfect.
So I've been playing Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Wouldn't pay $60, but a lot of people love that game.
Yeah.
What else am I playing? I'm playing Marvel Strike Force. I got into that because I needed a mobile game to play at work.
Yeah.
And I hate mobile games, man.
I know. No, I do too.
I have been every night, just finish my dailies, and I'm sick of myself. You can't get anything in that game. Just can't get anything in that game.
I got him. I never paid. I mean, I've been playing every day for I think it was 70 days.
I can't. Done. No way. But it discourages me every time.
You can get a lot without paying. So
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
My phone is really bad, and so when you shoot something, when Punisher does his spread fire thing, it just it sounds like an alien takes over my phone every time.
What the hell?
Crazy. And when I was first playing, I think my phone was overheating or something. And I was playing it for so long, and just every sound was doing that. Someone would get hit, every time a collision was detected. It was awful.
You'll just get Gamora, and then you win the game.
Oh, really?
Gamora, Quake, and Drax are really easy to get and really OP.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't want any of those guys.
Gamora can attack again after she kills something
and
does massive damage. Then Quake just slows everyone, and Drax is a tank.
Oh.
So then you win.
I thought Black Widow was the best.
She is.
Oh.
But those 3 are easy to get.
It's fair. So I've been playing that.
Yep.
I got a Switch, and I played Mario Odyssey, which I beat today. You were here.
Yep.
I beat it in 2 sittings.
Yeah, you said. I didn't realize the game was that short.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a completionist by any standards, but I'm definitely not somebody who just gets the bare minimum and continues on. Super Mario Odyssey is fun. It's a lot of fun. It feels tight, feels good. Music's great. It's polished.
Yep.
But man, I'd feel really let down if I spent... I mean... if I spent $60 on the game, I'd feel more compelled to finish everything. I'm borrowing it from Blade. So now that I'm done with it, I'm just I don't really want to play too much more.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
you beat it, now you're good.
Yeah, I beat it, now I'm good.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. And it was fun while it lasted, but it didn't last very long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not the biggest Mario guy anyway, or biggest in platformers.
I'm not really either, so I kind of feel you. But games like that, I go full completionist on, because it's there's a list of things you can collect. Oh, yeah. I'm just damn it.
You would adore that then.
Yeah.
In a case like that. I just can't do it because I'm just nah, I have other things to do.
Yeah,
so I just drop it. I'm all right, time to go finish other things. So, I mean, overall, if I had to rate it, I'd give it a recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people would love this game, and there is a lot to do.
Yeah.
And everything I did was fun. I can't think of any complaints I had with the game. Like there weren't any bad levels or anything like that. All like the side stuff is really fun. There's always new stuff.
Yeah.
Which is what I really appreciate in a video game. Is like there's always new things to do in it.
Yeah.
Like every challenge is something new in like a breath of fresh air.
It just wasn't exactly your thing.
Yeah, it just wasn't my thing. That's exactly what it is. It's not my thing.
Makes sense.
But if you like Mario, I mean, you already know this game exists and it's good.
Yeah.
So you don't need me to tell you that. And I purchased I Am Setsuna, so I'm playing that tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I saw that was on your Switch.
Yeah. And then I also have the Octopath Traveler demo. So I will talk about that stuff next week. I played Overwatch with you.
Yep.
I think that's it. Yeah.
It's a lot more than I played.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been playing games a lot lately, so it was nice to finally sit down and play video games for a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to like get more time to do that. So that is what I played. I've had a good game week. And if you have Nintendo Switch game recommendations, please drop that in the comments.
Play Zelda.
Yo, that was on sale.
Surprisingly,
like the digital
Nintendo,
version.
What?
It was like for $45.
Oh, okay.
From 60.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? This is before I got I Am Setsuna or anything. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. And then it was the next day I got my Switch in.
Yeah.
Went on, it wasn't on sale.
Like
Wednesday or Thursday, like wasn't on sale.
Wow, that sucks.
I was like, well, there goes that sale.
Yep.
Like, that's such a bummer.
Yeah. Oh well.
But I want to get Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like, I want to get a bunch of
yes.
stuff. I can't wait for Octopath Traveler just because I really want to play it.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Looks interesting.
Yeah. And I want more good JR. I want Vesperia so bad.
Yeah, I love that game.
I did too for like the 1/3 I played of it.
Yeah.
That I just want to play more. But
some other Tales games like I try to get into, but like that one just drew me in. Like there was something about that game.
Well, everyone like unanimously says it's like Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah.
And then like that's all.
Yeah.
I really want to play Tales of Berseria.
Yeah, the newest one.
Yeah. Where like the female lead is just like a straight up like killer, like, badass, and I was like, I'm down.
Look
for
different.
This.
Yeah.
Tales is great combat. I love the combat.
That's the best part of the game.
I also liked how it's multiplayer. Yeah.
You can just like hop in, like control another character.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I hope the Switch does that.
They should probably do.
Just like take off a Joy-Con, hand it over to you, and like, we can just play. That'd be great.
Yeah.
It's not like it's that much complicated. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's what I've been playing this week. Good stuff. Let's go into Shanews, boys.
Yeah.
So
start with some little boys.
Little boy?
Some
I
little
got
news
little
boys. You don't have any little boys?
No, mine's one of mine is a response to yours.
Okay.
And then I have a really big.
So we'll talk about that one first, so you can both.
Yeah.
So, Microsoft and Nintendo have been doing this thing called cross-platform sharing.
It was me adjusting my mic. Yeah.
And Sony isn't too keen on it.
Mm-mm.
So most recently, Minecraft. There's been. I'm not really sure how Minecraft works. I'm not a big Minecrafter, but your data can be like transferred between Xbox platforms and Nintendo platforms. So the Switch and the Xbox One,
cool.
You can transfer data, but on PlayStation you cannot. So I don't know if this only involves Minecraft servers or like whatever customizations you have on your character, but that stuff can be transferred only between Xbox and Switch.
Ouch.
And I know recently. They did the same thing with Fortnite. Mm-hmm. So
Fortnite's even worse.
Yeah,
because if you play, even for like 10 minutes, like a minute, you log into your PS4 with your Fortnite account, you're locked to it now. Yep. Now you cannot use that account for Switch, for Xbox, for PC. You're just done.
Yep, you're just locked on PlayStation.
Awful.
Yeah, it is.
That is like malicious. That's like going into North Korea and
never coming out.
Yeah, and then just getting captured. You're done.
Yep. But what input did you have on this story?
So I had a response here from an ex-Sony developer.
Okay.
In an interview, who claimed that the PS4 console cross-platform is about money.
Okay.
So John Smithly, whatever. Sorry.
Smithers.
Who worked on PlanetSide 2 and was an H1Z1 developer for Daybreak Game Company.
Okay.
What I didn't know was apparently Daybreak Game Company was Sony Interactive, and then it rebranded.
What? I had no idea.
Yeah. That's what the article stated.
Wow.
So, I have a quote from him. He says, quote, "When I was at Sony, the stated reason internally for this was money. They didn't like someone buying something on an Xbox and it being used on a PlayStation. Simple as that. Dumb reason, but there it is. End quote.
Huh.
In reference to like buy a skin on the Xbox One and then you log into your PS4 account
and have the skin.
You have that skin.
Yeah.
Which I kind of get.
I get from a business perspective, but kind of crappy.
Then Sony last week issued their own statement about this. Tell me what this sounds like to you. Ready?
Yep.
Quote, "We're always open to hearing what the PlayStation community is interested in to enhance their gaming experience. Fortnite is already a huge hit with PS4 fans, offering a true free-to-play experience so gamers can jump in and play online." End quote.
I heard nothing of substance in that.
There was nothing there.
They didn't say anything.
This was no response at all. This is just in the statement they made.
Yes, that means nothing.
Yeah, that's the most PR.
Yep.
Humble jungle.
It's them being like, cool. That's pretty much what they said.
They're just like, Fortnite's fun.
Yeah.
Lots of people are playing it on our system. Come on. It's just a very I feel like this will change. Because there is an incredible uproar.
Yeah.
And you're doing this with a game that is the most popular video game out there right now.
Like with what happened, the only thing that's going to happen is no one's going to play it on PlayStation anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one's willingly going to be locked into the PlayStation thing where everyone else is playing it.
People don't know that though.
Yeah.
I doubt Sony's giving them a warning.
Oh no way.
Like a warning message of some kind.
People learn this when they log into PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's just not. They had more to say on it, in a later statement here. So this one has a little bit more substance. It says, quote, "With 79 million PS4s sold around the world and more than 80 million monthly active users on PlayStation Network, we've built a huge community of gamers who can play together on Fortnite and all online titles. We also offer Fortnite crossplay support with PC, Mac, iOS, and Android devices, expanding the opportunity for Fortnite fans on PS4 to play with even more gamers on other platforms."
Okay. I mean, that's saying a bit more.
I mean, that's basically them saying, like, so it's like, what about Xbox and Nintendo? I'd be like, yeah, well, we work with PC. That's all you guys kind of need.
Yeah. And that's better. That is better than nothing.
It was damage control.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
And
see, the reason why, no matter how much uproar happened, Sony would not do cross-platform with Xbox and Nintendo at this time because Xbox and Nintendo would probably be like, nah, get out of here. Like, they probably wouldn't agree to it.
I don't know. I think they would. Because then they would have the same problem here as PlayStation.
I guess that's true.
What I mean? Like, they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
I suppose that's true.
I don't know. I feel like Phil Spencer is kind of a good bro.
Yeah.
It's interesting. This time, I think 2 years ago, we had a reversal problem here.
Yeah, exact opposite.
Where Sony is the one who is like more generous because Xbox is having their shit. I don't even remember what their problem was because they dropped that real quick. Where Xbox, it was like you couldn't share games.
You couldn't share games. Nothing was backwards compatible. You couldn't like. Like if you put a CD into your Xbox, it was yours. Like no one else could use it.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Thank God we're not living in a world where that is a problem.
Yeah,
that we have to deal with.
And now it's just the role reversal. Like Sony's the bad guy now. Bad guy, quote unquote.
I hypothesize this will change.
I do too.
I think Sony's just getting too much of a negative rep. Didn't help that they didn't have a really strong showing at E3.
Yeah,
so that hurt them as well.
It did.
I feel like things would be a lot different if they killed it at E3, but they didn't. So this is not Sony's year right now.
No, this is definitely Xbox and Nintendo's kind of year.
Although I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see how it progresses.
Yeah, we still have half a year ago, so
it's true.
Got any other news?
I do. So, one kind of bigger news story. This is kind of like in memorial of Blake.
Yep.
So the Friday the 13th game that he used to talk about every single week on the podcast is no longer getting any updates. No more DLC.
Nothing.
No more patches.
You told me about this.
Nothing. So what happened is it was a legal battle.
Yeah.
Between the movie franchise and the game.
Well, it was the creator, right, of the movie there.
Yes. So they are no longer allowed to make any new DLC. They cannot even do maintenance or bug fixing. So
they can't even do maintenance or bug fixing?
They cannot do maintenance or bug fixing.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
No.
It says that they attempted to do both within the limits of the legal case, but they're now being forced to accept that the lawsuit makes future content for the game, including alternate play modes, new playable Jasons and counselors, and new maps, unfeasible now and in the future.
Man.
So that's rough. That's real rough. Because I know this game didn't have like a giant fan base, but it had a decent fan base.
Gun Media and Ilphonic were the name of the studios that made the games.
Yeah. Though it does say they remain committed to launching dedicated servers.
Oh, I mean, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's still in their control. But that sucks, because they had that huge patch planned that Blake talked about. The big like DLC patch where they were going to change everything and add all
they had
stuff.
The plan. Like, they had the whole map. And these people were very like fiercely dedicated to just working on the game. Like, that had its problems.
I've never seen a company like this adamant about patching their game besides like Blizzard maybe. Mm-hmm. And this is just like a little game. And they would like every week they'd be like, okay, we're doing this, then this, then this. And now it's just nothing. Can't do anything.
And over no good reason either.
Yeah.
Just copyright.
Yep. But like the game existed. So like obviously it was there.
Do you think Friday the 13th as a franchise was suffering because this existed?
Like, why did they allow this game to get released and then be like, oh, you know what? Never mind.
Well, it probably like the case has been going on for a while because
Yeah, you're right. It was probably going on for years. But man,
well, the game released last year, 2017. But
that sucks.
It's just like getting the rug pulled right from under your feet.
Yeah.
Just as you're getting like this momentum going and everything. And I wouldn't say Friday the 13th was like a big game.
No, it wasn't.
But people
huge.
like who were playing it were really excited for it. It has like a really dedicated fan base. I mean, look at Blake.
It's any company who's dedicated to their game that gets hit with this stuff is just it sucks.
Mm-hmm. And this isn't like new news. I think this came out like a little while ago.
Yeah, it did.
But hey, we've been doing E3 stuff.
Yeah,
and it's just important to know, like, man, this happened, and it sucks.
I know.
I remember like Adam Sessler.
Yep.
Of the old G4 network was like super into this game. Like he was really hyped for it when it came out, like before it came out and stuff. I just remember that distinctly. Huh. But like, he backed it, like kickstarted it and everything.
I haven't heard from the Sess in a long time.
He had a channel, Rev3 Games, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And then that went under. He left that.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he's doing right now. I love Adam Sessler.
Yeah, he's like one of the most down to earth game critics like ever. Like he's a good voice to listen to. But I don't know where he is right now.
There's always a running joke where he's just like, review Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, where's Kingdom Hearts 3? People love asking him that, like, back G4 and stuff about Kingdom Hearts.
Do you think he'll review Kingdom Hearts 3?
He hates Kingdom Hearts. Oh, he'll do it out of spite. Like, I remember seeing him play. Like, they did a stream of him playing, and he's just like ragging on it the whole time. He's like, this camera's the worst. I'm like, I think this is before the it might have been right when the 1.5 came out.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
But
my
hard times, man.
My next news story.
Yep.
Is kind of a more personal one to me.
Mm-hmm.
More cyberpunk news.
Okay.
A lot more cyberpunk news.
Tell me about Cyberpunk 2077.
So, there were more. It's more data on the behind closed doors presentation that was at E3.
Okay.
It was about 50 minutes of gameplay, but like CD Projekt Red hasn't allowed any of that to like show. Yeah. But it is fully first person, which a lot of people are kind of iffy about.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that they are showcasing with their first-person gameplay is that there are no cutscenes. Oh. So the cutscenes all take place kind of like Half-Life style, just like as you're playing.
Oh.
So like they'll be happening in the world, and since you're a first person, you'll be seeing them all.
Okay.
And you can go up to them and interact with them in any way that you want, whether it be talking to one of the characters or starting a dialogue. Because there will be scripted dialogue when you start the conversation.
Right.
Or one of the things that they're showcasing you can do is if two people are talking to each other, no matter what the conversation, you can just whip out your gun and point it at them and it'll stop the conversation. It'll be like, hey, what are you doing? Like, or if someone's like getting attacked on the street, you pull out your gun, it stops that, and like they'll interact with you in that way. So like if you want to interact hostilely with someone, you can just pull out your gun. There's like multiple different combat modes. Like there's hand-to-hand combat, there's melee combat with the katana and like a lot of dismemberment that they're showing off. Okay. There's gunplay. And depending on what cybernetics you have on you, people will interact with you in different ways, and you can do different things. So there was pretty much just a lot of details on the world building of this game, and how there's like different. The majority of the game takes place in a giant like mega city.
Yeah.
And different parts of the city is like different social structures. So depending on your background and what you look like, you'll get treated different where you go. So they're pretty much saying it's an in-depth RPG, even though it's first person.
I really want to play Cyberpunk.
Me too.
The
tabletop game, yeah.
I'm very curious. This game is making me curious.
Yeah, it's very similar to Shadowrun, I heard.
I hope it's like more simple.
Yeah. What I'm hoping is they make a new version of it with like alongside this game.
How old is that game?
It's old.
Yeah.
It's like
and it hasn't gotten like a new version.
No, it's like late 80s, early 90s.
It's like Traveler then.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, and I'm just very excited for this game. I want this game to exist, even though they said in a statement that it will be a long time.
How do you feel at first person?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have guns. I'd rather shoot in
I like
first
third person.
Yeah.
Gun combat a little more than first person.
Oh, really?
Opinion. Yeah. But the only part I'm like bummed about that is that I can't see my character.
That's true.
For an RPG, I feel like that's kind of important.
Especially like in this, there's character creation. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the smaller reasons why I don't like Skyrim.
Yeah.
Because I can't see my character or like Fallout. Like, look at all this armor that you got. That's so cool. And like, yeah, but I can only see it when like if I go third person, and those games are garbage if you go third person. I'm
just excited for this game because the story is going to be good, probably. Because they, in one of their things, they said in a quote, without going into story spoilers, you can expect that we will have followers with which you can have super deep relationships.
Sure.
And it's going to connect people using close emotions and relationships like love and friendship. And there's going to be characters you can have romantic relationships with, whether there's one night stands or long lasting relationships. It says,
"Damn, give me the cyborg ladies."
I'm excited. I'm super.
It's gonna be great. Come on,
yeah.
So much work is being put into this. I'd be shocked if they didn't deliver.
Me too. So, yeah, I'm just hyped for that. And that's the news.
Cyberpunk
2077.
All right, so my news.
Mm-hmm.
This is my other story. It's a pretty big story.
All right, lay on
there's
me.
a lot of quotes in it, so bear with me, but
okay.
They're very important. So, WHO, the World Health Organization, proposes a definition for quote-unquote gaming disorder.
Yes.
And has appeared in the newest version of the International Classification of Diseases. This is the 11th revision of the classification of diseases, with the 10th revision occurring 26 years ago.
Yeah.
In 1992. So it's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So go on.
Yeah. So this is a quote from the revision itself, characterizing the gaming disorder, as they like to list it. So it says, quote, characterized by a pattern of persistent or recurrent gaming behavior, which may be online or offline, manifested by 1. Impaired control over gaming, on examples, onset, frequency, intensity, duration, termination, context. 2. Increasing priority given to gaming to the extent that gaming takes precedence over other life interests and daily activities. And 3, continuation or escalation of gaming despite the occurrence of negative consequences.
Okay.
Later on, goes on to say, and again, bear with me with these quotes, these are important. The behavior pattern is of sufficient severity to result in significant impairment in personal, family, social, educational, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. The pattern of gaming behavior may be continuous or episodic and recurrent. The gaming behavior and other features are normally evident over a period of at least 12 months in order for a diagnosis to be assigned, although the required duration may be shortened if all diagnostic requirements are met and symptoms are severe.
Okay. So that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
But
what does it mean? How do we TLDR?
Yes.
Essentially, if you're playing games way too much and you're starting to fuck with your life, you can now be considered having a actual mental disorder.
Yes.
Or an emotional disorder.
There are people giving this backlash saying like, this isn't a thing. Like gaming isn't like, doesn't cause these things like other things cause these things. But I agree with how it's worded. I think it was looked at by people who know what they're talking about, and it was well worded. Like if you have these things, which is a rare case, then I agree that it's a disorder.
I do have response here. From several organizations. The UKIE, ESA, EGDF, IESA, ESAC, IGEA, ISFE, K Games, and UBVNG.
Sure.
These are all worldwide organizations based on like video games and like study of video games and mental whatnot. I have 2 long quotes here. Bear with me. Their responses: video games across all kinds of genres, devices, and platforms are enjoyed safely and sensibly by more than 2 billion people worldwide, with the educational, therapeutic, and recreational value of games being well-founded and widely recognized. We are therefore concerned to see, quote, gaming disorder, end quote, still contained in the latest version of the WHO's ICD-11, despite significant opposition from the medical and scientific community. The evidence for its inclusion remains highly contested and inconclusive. And later on, their quotes say, we hope that the WHO will reconsider, I say WHO, it's WHO, reconsider the mounting evidence put before them before proposing inclusion of gaming disorder in the final version of ICD-11 to be endorsed next year. We understand that our industry and supporters around the world will continue raising their voices in opposition to this move and urge the WHO to avoid taking steps that would have unjustified implications for national health systems across the world.
Yes. Okay, so it's kind of a hard thing. I kind of agree with both sides.
Yeah. Well, one is saying, I mean, the opposition is saying, listen, you don't know.
Yes.
Like that this is a problem. It's just, it's so vague of a proposition. I mean, I agree with the world. I agree that this should be something that's studied.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of implications that like we just don't understand, I think, when it comes to classifying a disorder. Because when you start saying that, then I think what it means is you're giving like therapists and counselors like the ability to, psychologists the ability to prescribe specific medications meant to target this.
And if your parents are like, our kid plays games too much, then they can bring them to like, someone who can be like, oh, that's a disorder.
You're bringing it to someone, right, who probably does not play video games or anything about that. And when they say like, oh, my kid's been playing Fortnite a lot, you're like, well, this new pill came out.
Yeah. I think what the problem here is that usually when people get this like video game addiction, quote unquote, like there's stories of like that story recently, someone in Korea stayed in a cafe for 30 hours straight and like died because he didn't sleep and he just played games. And like, I feel like the problem is playing the game isn't the mental disorder. There are mental disorders that made him play the game so long and died. Like he'll have either.
So are you making the drugs didn't kill him, he killed him? Like...
Yeah, I mean, well, there's been other cases of that. Right. Like not to get political, but something else that happened with the WHO recently is that being transgender is no longer a mental disorder. It got taken out of the WHO.
Oh, okay.
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So because the argument was that itself is not a mental disorder. There's just things that happen in those people's lives that usually caused more depression. Like they don't get treated well, so that caused depression. It's not being transgender that made them depressed. It's their life.
I see.
So like, it's not playing the game that made them addicted to it. It's their addictive personality that made them addicted to it.
So
you know what I mean?
I see. So it's more of this is more of like a symptom of a bigger problem as opposed to being the problem itself.
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
And that's how I think about it anyway.
That's an interesting perspective. I like that. It's a tough call. It's not so black and white, and it's also a means of what does this mean for like the general populace as far as like when you start categorizing this as a disorder, kind of like transgender. Not getting political, but when you start throwing the word disorder behind that, there's a lot of negative connotations to that.
Because like if I was in high school, I would have had this disorder. I played WoW. So you know how much I played WoW?
Oh my god,
it was like 9 hours a day.
No, I agree. I'm pretty sure like 2 years of my life was consumed by WoW.
Yeah. So like I would have been categorized on
Maybe
this.
we needed help.
Maybe, who knows? I mean, I probably
help us.
But you know, it's a tough thing. It's a big deal.
Yeah, and I remember seeing this when this first got announced, and like I saw a Reddit post about it, and like people were like really mad about it. But like some people were fighting back. They were just like, listen, like some people have this problem. And it needs to be studied, and it needs to be elaborated upon. It needs to be taken seriously.
I think another one of the big things is like some people probably do categorize under this, but it's a rare occasion. Like not everyone who plays video games a lot will have this thing.
The problem is though, like you can't discount it because it's rare, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, definitely.
If people have this, if it's 1%, 4%, however many percentage of people or gamers fall under this category, it still needs to be, like, it can't be brushed under the rug. For the majority. That would be wrong.
People just need to know how to differentiate someone who has it and someone who just likes to play games. It's like saying if you watch TV too much, a disorder. Now everyone who watches TV is like, oh, you have this. So it's it's just a form of media that you need to.
It goes to show just how new video games still are. Like the industry itself, and how much growth that it still needs to go through, and how much perspective needs to be put into the eyes of other people who aren't gamers.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think video games this is a whole nother like can of worms and whatnot, but do you think the industry itself portrays itself well enough in the public eye? Do you think it could do better in that regard? Is it too, I mean, there was a whole just like Mountain Dew and Doritos for a while, and I feel like that was a step back, but I think we're past that. So I mean, how are video games viewed by other people? This is a really tough question because I don't really know how video games are viewed by the general populace, because I'm a gamer.
I think it's still growing, definitely. And gaming is one of those things that's kind of weird because there's multiple ways to advertise it. Whereas, there was that whole Mountain Dew and Doritos thing, and I feel like that marketing campaign hit a lot of people that weren't gamers as well, because it was on commercials, it was on like products that they saw in the store, like that like attitude that games have was like everywhere, and everyone saw that, which is kind of like a negative impact. But all the things I see that would appeal to the mainstream, like not gamer population, only gamers see. Like the Sony conference that no one liked at E3, where like there were just people talking at a table, was very reminiscent of like a show on ESPN, where people just sit at a table and talk, and people would understand that if they watched it, even if they didn't play games. So it was just like, we made this game and it's cool, and they were just talking. But gamers didn't like that.
No,
they thought that it was boring. It didn't show what they wanted to see. So like, it's kind of like tricky, It's
subjective.
Yeah, it's hard to appeal to people who like enjoy the product and people who don't know what the product is at the same time.
I think games, I don't think they ever tried, but I don't really think game companies and whatnot are ever going to try and appeal to the older audience. They're done. Like they're basically just like, all right, you didn't grow up with video games, you don't really understand what it's going to be like. So we're just going to cater to younger audiences because and just like grow with them until that generation, Generation X and whatnot is gone. And now let's bring in
because I think the main reason people didn't like the whole Doritos and Mountain Dew campaign is because the average gamer now is 30 years old.
Well, listen, there's a lot of things wrong with the Dorito Mountain Dew.
No, I know.
I
know. But it seemed like they were appealing to try and like get like the teenage audience. It was
this blatant marketing, kind of like in the same way. You remember when Pepsi did their like for men?
Yeah.
This is a beverage for men. Ladies, you can't drink. Dumb.
Yeah, it was awful.
Worst.
It was awful.
What a horrible marketing campaign.
Yeah.
That's what the Doritos Mountain Dew is for me, where it's just like, gamers, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. But I remember back in like the 90s when like the PSP ads that were like skateboarding squirrels, like claymation, like and it was like really dumb. But like it was appealing to like the high school kids.
Do you remember Marcus from PSP? Marcus, PSP.
Yeah.
Guy was banging. But game companies don't even know how to market to gamers.
Yeah,
look at just freaking like. I just had a great example in my head and I'm losing it. Like you said, the conferences there, like people, playing the bamboo flute.
Yeah.
Gamer like at the Sony conference. People don't care about stuff like that.
No one does.
And there's a lot of man, I wish I could remember my example because I had a really good one, but they don't know how to market to us yet.
No,
like people look at cigarette companies who just like they know how to target their demographic.
Yeah, I mean,
or even
true.
Alcohol.
Yep.
Marketing, just like, man, now that the summer started, I see a lot of Yingling and
true, yeah,
Budweiser, all that
people
stuff.
on the beach in their bathing suits is drinking
summer
beer.
Shanties, like they're down pat. They've got years of experience knowing how to market that kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think video games just aren't there. It's like video games just still feel socially awkward.
Yeah, you know what I think. I know games themselves can be hard to market besides just like showing a trailer, but consoles, they can, if they just made like a good console commercial where it's like, phone commercials, how they just like, it's like the sleek design, like it shows, but I know it's kind of silly, but it works to sell the phone. If they just made a console commercial, like that, it shows a sleek design, it shows like a couple of really nice not have to be action packed or anything. Yeah. It's like nice trailers of the games that are on it, and then like they can show it on like any channel they want and just get sales.
They do that
sometimes. Sometimes they're not the best advertisements, but
also, I mean, we're fortunate enough to we're not getting a new console every year.
That is true.
With a phone, which is nice.
Also, I think in console commercials they should reference what console it used to be. Because a lot of like older people, especially, are like, "What is this new thing? Why do I need it?"
No, we're not catering to them anymore.
I know. Remember, that's true.
We don't care about them.
You're right.
Gamers need to keep up, man.
Yeah,
they need to keep up.
You're right.
Like, I ain't gonna spend an extra 10 seconds of airtime on a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that's gonna cost me hundreds of thousands.
Yeah,
just to tell Sylvia that the PS2 came before the PS3.
That's
no
true,
shit, Sherlock.
But how do you feel about advertising towards younger and younger audiences? Because I feel like that's the reason why on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, why they promote a lot of Fortnite. Because a lot of kids play Fortnite. So they're like, all right, we want to get newer generations in constantly. So let's show people what the young kids want the most.
I mean, I guess freedom of speech, market to whatever you want.
Yeah.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
I think if you're marketing to kids, it's just plain manipulative.
I mean, it is. So you get them to buy it.
Yeah. But who hasn't done that?
That's true. Everyone's
buying
done that.
Power Ranger toys. Like, man, the Megazord toys look pretty banging in those commercials.
Yep.
And I was a sucker and got them. Actually, I wasn't a sucker because they were banging. So it's just marketing is manipulation. That's just what it is.
It's true.
Whether for good or evil.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is a very difficult topic.
It is. Back to the Who topic.
Yeah, back to the Who. Yeah. Do you think the gaming disorder should exist as it is right now?
No.
I don't
completely disagree that it shouldn't exist at all. But I do think it needs editing. I think it should be more of a symptom than a disorder in itself.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do you guys think at home? Like, comment, favorite, subscribe, ring that bell.
Post your very controversial comments.
Yeah, read up on it. There's a lot of articles about the gaming disorder, and it's very interesting, and it could affect your kids in the future.
Yeah.
Or you.
Dun dun. Maybe you had it all along.
So, on to releases. We have a lot of releases. So this is finishing up June. This
Are
is
there a lot
of
of
29th.
Good releases?
Yeah, there's some good ones here.
All right.
Yeah, there's some good ones here. Actually, there's a bunch of good ones here. So, June 22nd, which is that's today. Today we have Mario Tennis Aces.
Yes.
For the Switch, the new Mario Tennis game.
Yeah,
I hear it's fun. I hear it's a lot of fun. I haven't seen any gameplay of it though.
I haven't either.
We have PUBG's Sanhok
What?
map.
Oh yeah, the new map
for PC. We have Plane. It's like Playne.
Sure.
For the PC. We have New Gundam Breaker.
New Gundam.
New Gundam. New Greenwich Breaker.
Damn it.
For the PlayStation 4. I don't know what that is. I mean, it's a Gundam game, obviously, but
it's New Gundam.
Chair, I swear. That was it for the 22nd for today.
Okay.
On the 25th, we have Another World. Indeed. For the Switch.
Just Another World.
Just Another World.
Sure.
January 26th. This is the big day. We got Paranautical Activity.
Paranautical Activity.
For the Switch. I heard about this game.
Yeah, I think I've heard it too.
I think it's like
Is it like a horror underwater game?
Well, it's like you have a ship and you like go along the water and stuff, but it's like it's kind of like FTL style.
Oh, okay.
So something like that. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection for the PS4, Xbox One.
Yep.
Eternal. We have Nier Automata Become as Gods edition.
That's like one of the most anime titles.
Become as Gods.
I remember seeing this and I was like, what?
For the Xbone.
Mm-hmm.
We have Call of Duty World War II United Front DLC for not the PS3, Colby. It's the PS4. It's oddly enough, it's a 30-day exclusive for PlayStation 4.
That's awful.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's shitty as fuck. So if you guys like playing on Xbox, nah.
Wait a month.
Yeah. So, and not the PS3.
Yeah.
Far Cry 3 Classic Edition for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox.
3? Okay, sure.
Yeah, that isn't a typo.
All right.
The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit for PC, PS4,
I've heard
Xbox
about
One.
this.
Yeah, this is the Life is Strange developers. Don't nod.
Oh, yeah.
It's completely free, and it takes place in the universe of Life is Strange.
Yeah.
So now that we know it's a universe. Life is Strange 2, by the way, got a release date.
I was just going to say that.
September 27th, I believe.
Yeah.
That's like right around the corner.
Yeah, just Life is Strange 2, sequel.
I guess they weren't ready to announce that at E3.
I guess not.
Stabbing themselves in the foot.
People would have loved that.
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited to play that. I think
me too.
Sarah and I are going to stream
Oh, nice.
Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Hell yeah.
Either stream it or like maybe record it if
Game's
we don't have
awesome.
videos.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited for Captain Spirit. But like, kid wants to be a superhero.
Yeah.
And like, if it's in the Life is Strange world, maybe he has superpowers.
Yeah, it has to tie in some way.
Yeah.
You know?
So, and apparently it introduces characters for Life is Strange too.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
De Blob for the Switch.
De Blob.
The
I remember this game.
Blob.
Yeah.
I don't know this game.
It was out on like an older console, like a long time ago.
Luminous Remastered for the
Okay.
PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. I don't know what Luminous is. Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And lastly, on June 26th, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure.
Yo, nice.
So it's the Donkey Kong expansion for your Mario and Rabbids pleasure.
Awesome.
June 28th, we have Fighting EX Layer. for
Wait, do I know
PS4.
this game?
Fighting
That
EX
sounds.
Layer.
Oh, it's a fighting game. Yeah. It's like a fan-made fighting game.
Huh?
Yeah, and apparently it's really good.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a 3D fighting game, like Tekken style.
cool.
Mhm.
I left this typo in. We have Pokemon Quest, otherwise known as
Pokemon.
Pokemon Quest.
Pokemon.
Pokemon for Android and iOS.
Oh,
So
it's
this
going
is-
to the phone.
Yeah, so this is out for this is the free to play game for the Switch, but now it's out for
It
Android.
plays exactly like a mobile game on Switch.
It does.
When I heard about it, I was like, "Is it mobile?" And they were like, "No, it's just for the Switch." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, and now it's mobile.
All right, cool.
It's always made for mobile.
Yeah,
Gallic Z Variant S
perfect.
for the Switch.
Is it Gallic Z? Like
So it's Gallic, like GALAK
Uh-huh.
dash like hyphen Z
Uh-huh.
colon Variant S.
perfect. So anime.
I'm getting like Xenogear like aesthetic vibes from this. Limbo for the Switch
Oh, yo, good game.
and Inside for the Switch.
Nice.
So those are both good games.
Yep.
And then lastly, June 29th,
Mhm.
last day of the month. I think, actually, does June have a 30th?
Yes.
It does. No releases on the 30th, ever.
Never.
June 29th, we have Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus for the Switch.
Oh, nice.
Support. We have the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy coming to PC, Xbox One, and Switch.
Okay, nice.
And
That's weird, but
we-
nice.
we have The Crew 2.
Uh-huh.
Was this game
Uh-huh.
marketed at all?
No.
All right. PC, PS4, Xbox One. And last but not least, we have MXGP Pro for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
What is that? MXGP Pro?
It might be like, it sounds to me. I'm gonna look it up.
I think I
What's
have
your
an idea.
guess? I'm guessing Right, you have your guess in mind?
Yeah.
My guess? Motocross.
Same. Yep, motocross.
All right, I'm going to look it up real quick.
Yep.
All right, copy and pasting, people. Here we go. It is... What is this? Yep, the official motocross video game. All right. It's probably like a huge series.
Yeah, it probably is.
All right.
If you're upset by us not knowing that, put it in the comments.
I'm adjusting the microphone so I can look at David's beautiful face.
Thanks.
All right.
Yep.
I don't know whose turn it is, so we're going to refresh it. David,
Aww.
if you could recommend one thing to anyone out there in the world, it could be anything you know. It could be your favorite wood paneling for wall. It could be your favorite Christmas lighting for the ceiling. It could be your favorite Full Metal Alchemist poster. It's adorable and has Winry on it. And man, it's my favorite poster.
I like
in
that
this
poster.
room.
Yeah.
It's so great. What would you recommend to the fine people out there in the world?
I had nothing planned for this answer.
We never do.
Have I ever suggested Hero Forge before?
Yes, I actually think you have.
I have. Damn it.
That's right. Get out of here, bitch. What do you recommend?
Let's
go. Oh man, it could be anything.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I recommend?
What?
Off topic, ATA buying you time.
What?
There's a place called Den Den Korean Chicken.
Oh yeah.
On Thayer Street.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend. I went there with Sarah before we saw Paramore the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Fried chicken is like to die
have
for.
Have I been there? Yeah, we went there.
No. We went to the cafe.
Oh,
this
you're right.
place is like its own place.
Yeah.
A little pricey.
Yeah.
Like $12, $12 to $14 for your entree. But I had a curry there.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry.
So good. What do you recommend to the fine people out there in the world?
A hot sauce.
Have
you ever had Frank's?
What, Frank's Red Hot?
Yeah.
That's like the basic ass. Have you ever had Heinz ketchup?
Yeah. Go have it. It's good.
I put that shit on everything.
Yeah, I know. It's good.
Frank's Red Hot sauce.
I had it today. It was good.
What'd you have it on?
I had it. So at my work, they have like, it was like a buffalo chicken wrap.
Okay.
But there was like kind of a lot of blue cheese in it, so it was mild.
Yeah.
So I was like, with all the Frank's hot sauce, it just made it hotter. I was like, It was good.
Perfect. Frank's Red Hot sauce.
Yeah, go eat it.
Enjoy. Go. Thank you so much for joining us for the episode 72 of the Keep Tappin X podcast. You can check us out on all the social medias: Google Play Music, iTunes, Twitch.tv, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, not Spotify.
Yes.
You can check us out on all those social medias. I swear, one day I will get us on Spotify.
If you're on SoundCloud right now, hello.
SoundCloud.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, if you're on SoundCloud,
how's it going?
We love you.
Yeah.
We don't shout you out enough.
Yeah.
Guys.
Thanks for listening, guys, on SoundCloud. I appreciate it. It's real nice.
Thank you very much.
Don't do that.
See you guys next week.
See ya.